Hey, Yakumo.
Hi, Leo.
Come back to our conversation. This is about our journey and our idea, regarding um, being original. And so now we begin a new episode about a trip in Japan. Um, Not only Japan, but begin from Japan. So this is our first time, yeah, we went to Japan together.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I believe it's the second time we go abroad.
Hmm.
We went abroad, yes.
Yeah.
But
Uh, first time was a long time ago. Yeah.
the first time that we do it ourselves. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
We should talk about that too. But today,
yeah.
let's just focus on Japan. And okay. Um, so do you want to just so we begin from Osaka.
Yes, yes. Because
Osaka.
that's the city where the airport
Hmm.
is. Yes,
That's right.
and um, I think that I think when we arrived, it was kind of late,
Hmm.
so I decided to um to rest in in a nearby hotel.
Hmm.
Nearby hotel, and that was quite interesting because I planned the whole trip,
Hmm.
and it was my first. Let me think. No, not really first. My first planned trip in Japan, but not the first planned trip abroad. But I was excited because I really like Japan,
Hmm.
and we had a chance to do that. Although I didn't speak uh, very well Japanese that time,
Hmm.
but I was kind of confident that I can handle all the things. Uh, yeah, and it turned out to be that I was right, except a little bit miss. Uh,
Yeah.
so
So you want to maybe just show a little bit, begin from Osaka, from the Osaka where we went. We began from looking for the hotel. Yeah. As
yeah.
on to share screen and
All right. I think we can. Oh no, not this. Um. Okay. So this is so I use Google Map.
mhm,
Uh, uh, okay. So as you can see, we went we landed here. Okay, Kansai Airport, and the hotel that I chose is really near. It's over here. It's called the city is called Izumiozu,
mhm,
and I I knew nothing about Izumiozu at that time.
mhm,
I just thought I don't know. It's near and looks fine, so um I just booked a hotel here. So when we arrive, we can take the rest very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is the city. So if I didn't go wrong, you see there's a way, there's a road um, that go from the airport straight to this city. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're supposed to have a good rest the first night,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, I remember we just encountered a little condition that the room they gave us uh, was not a was not really a non-smoke room, so we asked for change.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, you can start sharing soon. I mean, it doesn't have to be so.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first day it was very short here. I remember it was very short, and then we woke up quite early. Then we went directly to Nara.
Yes. And was that the day I was that the day that our parents were said to be kawaii? Was that the day?
Maybe I remember it was the night. At the
Was the
night,
night?
you can tell the story. Tell the story.
Yeah, cause we're from a hot city in South Taiwan, but you and me, we both love cold weather. But our parents seem to be um, um, have little tolerance about cold weather. So uh, it was kind of cold to them at that time. So they wear a lot. It was the first time they went to Japan, and they were afraid that it would be too cold. So they prepare um, very thick coats, and they wear uh, when we walking on the street, and it was quite quite obvious, quite odd uh, in that situation because you know they don't wear that much
Mm-hmm.
or that thick, right? So we heard some pedestrian says, "Oh, kawaii." They mean our parents wear the way wear in a kind of funny way. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people there. Yeah? I mean, we are about to cross the street. I remember, and
Kind of.
it was actually a little bit cold, uh,
But
and
comfortable. Yeah, it was
it's
cold
cold
but
for
comfortable.
us. Yeah, not for Japanese people, I believe. And
Yeah.
I think there's something weird over there. Like, okay, so if for people who have never lived overseas, like we when we just go and visit a country, even we did the research, you prepare, but you can still act or dress very, very, how do you say, awkwardly. Like it's very strange.
Yeah.
The people know you're a tourist.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
very easy to
I
tell.
think I think that's why there's something a little bit too much or not enough,
Yeah.
or the combination.
Yeah.
The I think the reason they were um, in that situation Maybe because they dress like children. I think that's the reason. The combination.
Uh, Probably the
It's not about like they wear scarf or it's a
yeah,
combination.
yeah.
Somewhere
They
something
don't,
wrong.
you don't feel like they were like an adult. Yes,
Exactly.
not very
Exactly.
mature. Yes.
Not so much adult fashion. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's why. Yeah. It's weird, and
Yes.
on the other hand, they think it's a they say it's kawaii. So
I believe not only their dress, their appearance, but also their uh,
behave.
expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, behave.
Expression behave.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was cold for them. It was really cold for them, and
I can imagine. Yeah. So okay, let's go to a second day. Okay, second day
we
we
just
go
went
to
to our goal city, the real goal city. I
yes.
didn't really plan any trip in Osaka,
Hmm.
but I remember at that time I chose between two cities because um, mm, the same Moscow city. There are two Moscow city in that area. One is the Nara, and yeah, another is Kyoto.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I have to choose one because um, I was I was kind of um, restricted by some
Yeah,
uh,
that's okay. That's okay. Maybe we
weird.
just go direct to the Nala. Okay,
Yes,
let's go
yes.
to Nala. So we
Yeah.
went to.
What I want to express is
Mm,
I try to find a smooth path.
mm,
Yeah, and at that time, my smooth path is from Osaka to Nara, and then to Nagoya, and then go home. So yeah, but turned out it was not the only choices. So yeah, the fact is we went to Nara instead of Kyoto,
mm, yeah.
but it was great. Nara is still one of my favorite city. One of my yeah so
Mm,
far. Yes.
okay. So let's also show the route in Lala. Okay, could you show the route and maybe a little bit the street? Yeah, we went.
Okay, if you can see on my screen. So we we leave we left Osaka quite soon, and then
Mm,
we headed to Nara. Okay, so a very peaceful. Okay, if you don't know the history, you think that it's a very peaceful place. Okay, that's another story. So um, we spend time like many others. We spend time like over here. Okay, um, it's a very famous temple called Dodaichi. Uh, Very famous Buddha, a great Buddha inside.
yeah, you can go in the street view. It's okay.
Okay, so if
Under
we
there.
go here, yeah, yeah, and if anyone have been there, know that there are a lot of um, is deer. No.
Yeah, holy deers. Then it's a place where you can feed them, or
Yes. And I,
they
I remember one interesting thing is that I remember we kind of um, we kind of took some probably DMs from from here and there, right? And you put this DM in your coat. I remember. You remember?
Mhm.
You put this paper DM in your coat and inside pocket, and there was this deer that smell that that
Yeah,
that
they are hungry. I don't know why they are hungry.
yes,
Some they must have been fed.
yes,
I
he found your DM and he wanted to eat it.
just imagine it's an important document. It will be eaten. Yeah, as a, if it's your
Yeah,
permit, your visa to enter Japan, then you cannot because the hungry deer.
yes. So no matter how many time I went there, I still enjoy walking down this street. It's very peaceful
Can
and
you go into a small neighborhood, go to a
yeah,
small street?
small street. Oh, okay, let's see.
Yeah, I remember we were walking on, yeah, like this.
Yes, yes,
It's a very nice walking in a small neighborhood like this. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think we, as a family, we talk a lot when we walk on those streets. We, you know, discuss how they design the house and the landscape, the gardens combination. For me, it was kind of surreal. Um, because on the other hand, you can see it's a little bit similar to Taiwan, but it's
yeah,
also so different at the
yeah,
same time.
yeah.
It's,
So
yeah,
yeah, and that's quite magic.
yeah, okay,
Quite magical. So
yeah,
that's one of the reasons that I love Japan because there are so many things that you feel so close. You don't feel like you're in a really in a strange place.
yeah.
But on the other hand, you also feel
Okay,
there's
maybe you can
something
stop sharing screen. Yeah, maybe just stop.
something
Yeah, you can.
subtle and different
Hmm.
and make you want to stay longer.
It's very weird feeling until now. I mean, I I went to Europe. I came to Canada, and actually, if you ask me which country you feel the most distant, it's Japan. Is it weird? Like,
I don't
um,
know. You can share
I
with
mean,
us.
supposed to not feel feeling like that. Like what you say, what you just mentioned.
Yes,
Because Taiwan is supposed to be more close to Japan culturally and historically.
yes,
Um,
but maybe you're not so close to Taiwan like I do. It could be.
yeah, but I don't. I think it's something else. It's some kind of pressure over there.
Oh yeah,
It's some kind of
yeah. Some transparent pressure,
it's
something
like
unseen.
is okay. If Japan is the most distant country I experienced, the second one is France. There's something
Why?
similar there. It's something like
Really,
it's
I never
it's well
put this
maintained,
to.
is proper, probably design, the environment, the people, but the energy is just like you feel like there's a distance. You feel like it's hard to catch, hard to reach. If you know the feeling, yeah, like it's not so much about the similarity. For example, Taiwan and Japan, it's not so much about similarity. It's about you almost always feel some kind of standard you have to reach to be able to be a part of the environment,
Society.
society. Yes, I think that's the distance I feel.
You mean Taiwan? You don't have that kind of thing, but
Not much.
in these
I think
two
maybe
country, you feel about them all the time.
particularly like I went to Germany, I didn't feel so much like that. I was in Slovenia, yeah, Italy, I didn't feel so much like that. I know Italian can be also very particular, yeah. But France is so you always feel like you are going into a palace, you know, the kind of feeling. Even I just
Oh,
went to Dijon, small city. Yeah. Dijon is small, yeah. You feel
yeah.
like, okay, now I'm in a palace. I have to be like the royalty. That kind of feeling, like if I cannot reach, then
Yeah.
then I am I a slave? Like
It's
serve.
interesting. I think maybe you can elaborate more because um,
I can
I
elaborate.
happen to have some experiences in these two countries too.
You feel
But
very different.
but
Like
no, I never um, I've never feel that they're alike. And second, I don't know if it's because I'm not sensitive enough, or uh, or I have I'm from a very different angle perspective. I, for example, I can tell that the Japanese people, they really have that kind of standard immersed in their everyday life. But as a foreigner, as a tourist, that didn't that doesn't affect me very much. Like I kind of immune, or I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Maybe you also mean the way you feel about them, not the.
wherever I go, of course, I also perceive if what if I live if what if I live there. This is one reason. Second, doesn't matter which environment you are in, you try to sense the energy there, yeah. And that energy, if you are sensitive, is nothing to do with if you are a Japanese citizen or you are a tourist. It affects everybody.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I can understand that.
yeah.
Yeah. I think Japan is undoubtedly that kind of country that you speak of. But France, France never
Have
give
you heard
me
about the
that kind of feeling.
you heard about the joke from Robin Williams? It was
Which
he liked to mimic French people. So he was talking about bomb. He said because every country has a nuclear bomb now, like India, China, whatever. And the French has a French have a bomb. The maybe they have a Michelin bomb, only destroy restaurant under 4 stars. it's,
oh
it's really funny, but Yeah, this is the idea. I feel as well. Like okay, we have this French standard. Like
And you
is
you better
you
you
better
better.
follow it. Like I was joking with my friends. Yeah, like if you compare different languages and you type sorry and in German is Entschuldigung. Yeah, Entschuldigung. Yeah, you feel like they're really sorry. Yeah, Entschuldigung. But French, désolé. Uh, uh, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but you are still a piece of shit. Like you feel like, like,
Oh,
and you,
I don't know. I don't know how they react to your opinion,
no, I mean,
but
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, Japan and France still are very different country, from my
yeah,
impression. Actually, if I have to compare, I feel like Japan may be a little bit more similar to Germanic people,
yeah,
but
yeah,
France is like half half. Yeah, people can argue with that based on the historical context. But France is like half Germanic, half Latin. Yeah, like, and they do have this kind of high standard. I don't know, tendency in their blood, and they do it in a very extreme way. Like, yeah, this word, yeah, this quotation. Uh, in France, the customers are always wrong. Like this really happened in the country. They really,
yeah. I
it's
really
kind of part
believe.
of philosophy. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't happen in the United States, of course, in most of the countries. Yeah, so I think that is something. Except my French level, is terrible. Like, except that, of course, if I can speak proper French, maybe the attitude would change. Um, but just, you know, from tourist point of view, yes. If I visit Japan, visit France, I feel like that pressure. Like it's great. Everything is almost great, and but you feel like you are praising down. I feel
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I can understand. Although maybe I'm not that sensitive. I
yeah.
just, yeah,
Because
kind
France
of.
is a country I plan to live. Yeah, if it's possible. So I'm concerned about this. Maybe a little bit more than Japan, because I don't think I live in Japan. Maybe for a long stay, like
Yeah,
holidays, cool.
yeah. I don't think
I don't think.
you fit Japan either. Yeah,
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 I don't feel that. But it's nice to stay like a couple months, and come back. Yeah, like you
yeah,
go, you
yeah.
go.
It's always nice to go there for a short time, but not many people um outside Japan are uh, really
But, Ja-
going to fit in Japan.
but
Yeah,
Japan is also changing. I think Japan is slowly, slowly changing, just like Germany. A little bit similar. Like, you know,
I
they
kind of
they,
press to.
they have a lot of historical pressure. Yeah,
Yeah,
like burdens, if you like, and they have to slowly, remove it, so they can be more open to themselves and to other people as well. I think that's somewhere. Um, but anyway, back to the Nala.
yeah, no, no.
So yeah, I remember we talked a lot on the small street, on the neighborhood. It was great. Um, Actually, this is probably my favorite part in Japan, except the tea house outside Kyoto.
A tea house outside
We
Kyoto.
went. There's a tea house. Not this time. Later,
Yeah,
um,
I
we're
know,
walking
but
on
this time
the.
we didn't
I
went
think
to
the
we didn't go to Kyoto.
I can't remember, somewhere in the west or in the forest. Yeah, we walk into the forest, and then we find this tea
Uh,
house, and
You
we stay
mean
there.
you mean a little hill,
Yeah, some kind of hill.
a hill, and
Yeah,
next to a college, in university.
maybe. But we
Yeah,
can mention his next
yeah,
other episodes. Yeah. So
yeah.
basically,
I
I
remember it.
remember. Yeah, because okay, back to this small street in the
Yeah,
neighborhood. I feel like it's so tidy, well maintained, just like the impression we have for Japanese, which is which is very accurate. And I just feel I try to for me I always try to compare. Yeah, I compare my own my own design and what the design I see. Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, comparing to a wide open street, which is very common in the modern cities, I feel like this is more like, I know
more ideal.
it sounds a little bit contradict to each other, but a small street actually you feel more human. You
Yeah.
feel more like I understand. I said I feel Japan is a cold country, distant, but at the same time, this kind of feeling, like I can I can assume if I am the citizen there as a community, maybe they are very close. Maybe they are
Yeah,
very close to each other.
could be.
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with the city design, the urban design. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so that's my first, I think, some first impression to Japan. And yeah, what is your biggest takeaway from this trip?
Um, Me, well, it was also my first trip to Japan, and I would say I'm glad that that was the first city that I went to,
Oh,
and I thought I chose quite quite right because um, that's also my kind of um, my ideal impression about Japan, a calm and historical place like that, and um, yeah, you can feel you can live quietly and in a slow pace there. Was really really good to me. If I could ever live in Japan, Nara is absolutely one of my choice to stay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. Um,
So what is the next city you went after this one?
you mean me or we?
You, because between this time and next time we went again together to Japan, you also went by yourself, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the city you went
After that,
after that?
I always went there by myself.
Hmm.
Uh, The second time I went to Kyoto.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
next time
the
maybe.
first time I didn't choose Kyoto. So
Yeah.
the second
Okay.
time, of course, I went to Kyoto.
So I think yeah, maybe you can share with me next time. This so you'll be your first Kyoto trip. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, what's good. Um, yeah, let's. I also. Yeah, I'm looking forward to know about that. Okay. Yeah.
That'll be
Thank
good.
you. Yeah. So it's
Thank
cool.
you as well.
Thank you for today, and thank you for everybody. Continue watching, and please subscribe and share. See you next time.
See you.
See you.